is what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. It's your boy, the Grizz of GNGU. Welcome back to Yesterday Today. And I know I didn't post my video yesterday, so usually in the daytime I get really busy. So in the morning the video was uploading, and then last night when I finally got a chance to get back on the computer, it never uploaded. So I apologize for that one, lads and ladettes. I don't do it. So yeah, I was wondering what was going on, but hey, straight into it. Let's get into these appetizers. Let's make up for lost times. Only thing I do want to mention from yesterday that I did forget is that we got people trying to move out of the way of Cyberpunk 2077. They don't want to get creamed in sales by Cyberpunk 2077. Even though Everspace 2 is very different than Cyberpunk, you kind of understand because it's a much bigger game. It's one of the bigger games for the year. And yeah, so hopefully there's not another delay. But, you know, yeah, let's get right into those appetizers. Alright, lads and ladettes, let's get started today with some Avengers. Well, while I'm curious about the game, and a friend of mine, he's been playing the game here and there, and he said he has enjoyed it. But it appears that the people who have been playing the game in the long run, you know, very faithfully, because this is a games as a service game, well, they're not happy with prices and stuff like that. And with recently it jumping down below 1,000 players on PC, well, there needed to be some things done about pricing and things just to keep the appeal going on. So recently they cut down the price on cosmetics inside the Avengers game, okay? And so when you boot up the game, it's a message that says, based on your feedback, we are keeping the 50% discounts on takedowns and emotes from last week's sale and making them the new regular price of the items. Now, this also says that it was originally $1,200 for, you know, like a dollar or something like that. And it's hey, look, I don't know. It's not looking really good. Now, they really thought that this IP would sell just simply because off of the Avengers name. But then when people got the reactions like, oh, I don't like the fact that it's not the same actors of the movie, and those are a bunch of people who really don't play games and know how games work, and I'm just being perfectly honest here, but that's where it really started. Now, the game actually looks pretty decent. With me, I'm always a guy with these games and service games, especially the new ones, where it's like, alright, it looks okay, but I don't really think I want to play it at launch because these games as a service games, when not handled properly, they're disasters at launch. Even Destiny 2, I tried to play it at midnight when it came out. It was actually my birthday, I do believe, when Destiny 2 launched. So I was really excited. And the servers weren't up until later that day, even though I waited till midnight. But these things happen. These things happen. You need servers up. You need to be prepared for all of the traffic. But it is a different thing with Avengers. A lot of people aren't really playing it. And I'm not saying it's a bad game. Not a lot of people said it's a bad game, but it does lack. But you see what happened to Anthem. So I definitely think that they can learn from this, and hopefully they can bounce back from this. I'm still excited about Anthem 2.0, and hopefully we don't have to worry about an Avengers 2.0. Hopefully they can turn back around from this, even though they delayed some of the heroes recently. But yeah, hopefully they can turn back from this. While it's been a surprising year for Nintendo, it's been a surprising year for all of us. Back a couple months ago when we just randomly got the announcement that Pikmin 3 Deluxe Edition will be coming to the Nintendo Switch in October, everybody was like, oh, okay. And then we just never really heard about it. Nintendo didn't really lock down advertisements. I mean, you got Legend of Zelda, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. That is a long name now that I said it out loud. But you got that title, and it got a demo, and we keep seeing new videos and story and stuff like that. Pikmin 3 Deluxe, they just said, yo, it's coming. And then a couple days before, they said, hey, it's still coming. And then that was it. There was no advertisement. It's like Nintendo really forgot about that. And rightfully so, because it sold 18.5 less than the original version on the Wii U in the UK. And that's not good. I mean, I really feel like this has a lot to do with advertisement, but the Pikmin games are pretty good. I've never finished one. I've actually only played Pikmin 3, and that was only for a short while. Pretty decent game. Not really my cup of tea, but it's a good game. I tend to love Nintendo IPs, but yeah, I don't know if this is going to turn around, and well, I guess this is just a shot in the dark. Nintendo just wanted to throw that out there. Everybody was getting all the Wii U ports off of the Wii U, and there's probably still some that's stuck on there, but honestly, after Super Mario 3D World comes out next year, I don't know if there's any more, and if there is, let me know down in the comments below. So recently, Activision Blizzard COO Daniel Alegre, he basically said, and if I'm mispronouncing that, please forgive me, he basically said we're going to start making more mobile games. We're going to try to get all of our IPs on there. He actually said, we need to make sure that we're enabling our franchises on the billions of mobile devices that are available right now. That's by far our biggest opportunity, and we're investing meaningfully to capitalize on this and to take all our franchises to mobile over time. Honestly, you just want money. And honestly, you got to throw out the PR speak. You don't want to just say, oh, we want your money, but we, you know, somebody like me who's been paying attention, and people who watch this channel who have been paying attention to what Activision Blizzard has been doing as of late with their microtransactions and everything. And they got Overwatch, and while it's making money hand over fist season after season and all of the cosmetics, they're not satisfied with that. They want all of the franchises on there. Remember when we got the Diablo mobile game and everybody was tight that it wasn't Diablo 4? Yeah, imagine a mobile Overwatch, a mobile World of Warcraft, and other titles that I can't even think of off the top. That's insane. They just really want more money. Long as look, go into the mobile sphere, no problem. But don't put this on console games that people are playing for. Seriously, people need to just, if you're going to do mobile, go ahead, but let people play on consoles and let's pay less. I don't want any pay to win, none of that stuff, please. So while Bloodlines Vampire the Masquerade 2 is delayed, well, we also got the fact that we are getting a multiplayer version of the game. Yes, Battle Royale, of course, because why not? Okay, they released a synopsis and it says, choose your playstyle, go solo or together, battling rivals and the hostile entity who's hell-bent on exterminating all vampires. Use your supernatural powers, weapons, and blood to become stronger in order to hunt. Now, alright, it's another Battle Royale and the game actually seems pretty decent, but I really want the main game. That was it. I'm actually very interested in it. I've never played the original Bloodlines, and I'm really interested. Not the multiplayer though. Alright, lads and ladders, it's time to get into the meat and potatoes. So this is all Sony here, right? So it appears that yesterday somebody on Twitter by the name of Broken Games HDR discovered that you can actually use the DualSense PS5 DualSense controller on the Nintendo Switch. Now you can use it on PC and everything like that, but you can use it on the Nintendo Switch via an 8-bit DUI adapter, and I think that's pretty awesome. I'm really loving though how these generations are, well, basically the controller compatibility is just wide range. It's just not on the system that it was made for, it's also on other systems. And I'm wondering if you could play, well, you can play Xbox games on the PC, of course, with Xbox Game Pass, but I'm actually wondering. And also, there's something that I definitely want to note, that I may have not been able to get a PS5 controller because a lot of people were getting the PS5 controller and the HD camera and things like that just to be able to get ready for next gen. So I actually happened to just stop by my cousin's house and went to go see him, and I actually held the controller in my hand. Now ergonomically, it feels amazing. They're going a little bit more of the Xbox route, and it seemed that that's what they were doing even from last gen, because they're trying to shape it a little bit more, make it a little bit more ergonomically comfortable. And I'm definitely here for it, because I definitely love just the idea of the PS5, the changeable faceplates and everything like that. So I'm really excited about this, but it works on everything but the PS4. I currently have a PS4. I'm currently playing my PS4, playing Ghost of Tsushima. I can only imagine if I went and got a DualSense controller and I felt haptic feedback through every slice or whatever. And you know what? I'll just wait until I can get my hands on the PS5 and then play Ghost of Tsushima then, and even some God of War, to see how those action games really feel. Because honestly, PS5, it just might just be doing it this generation. Xbox has said we're keeping it simple. They didn't even change their controller up much. But PS5, they put all of this technology in the controller where they said you can feel everything. They said if something gets thrown by your head, you can feel it whizzing and hear it whizzing because of the 3D audio, the haptic feedback. I'm really excited about this PS5. Let's see how it goes when it launches next week. So I've said on this channel numerous times before that I love video games, but I never said I'm good at them. That is why I stay away from these Souls-like games. But with the new PS5 and the feature, the activity log happening, when people can just have all kinds of tips and everything going on the activity log, well, it appears that Demon Souls is fully making use of that. It's over 180 guides over there on the PS5 UI. The PS5 UI, the PS5 in general, hasn't launched as of yet, but they have already over 100 guides to guide you through there. Here's one thing I definitely love about the PlayStation 5 is one, well, it's a few things. One, because say if you're doing a mission or anything inside the game, it'll let you know how much time is left in there. And then there's also guides right there. So, you know, I think the terminology "get good" came around when the Souls games came out, but honestly, I'm not good at these games. Do they look interesting? Yes. Demon Souls looks absolutely amazing, and I'm absolutely flabbergasted by the visuals and even the combat, but I do not want to pay $70 for a game that I know I'm not going to finish and I know I'm going to suck at. So maybe if there was a trial version or somebody lends me the game, or maybe even if I gamefly it, I'll give it a try. But honestly, it would be something really interesting to play with the DualSense controller because of all of the haptic feedback and everything. But with all of those 180 videos and by November 10th, it'll probably be more videos up. But I'm actually just really concerned. Like, hey, maybe even if I'm not good at this, you know, maybe I can find a way to get around stuff. You know, it's just the patience of dying. But then at the same time, what used to bother me so much about these games is when you die, it takes so long to load. But with the SSD of the PS5, everything launches like that, okay? I'm talking about in mere seconds. The Witcher 3 on Xbox Series X, fast travel is lightning quick. So they've definitely spoken about the PS5's SSD and how fast it actually is. So I really can't wait to see it. And hopefully somebody close to me will definitely be getting Demon Souls because I'm very interested in giving this a whirl. So November 12th is just around the corner, literally, and I can't wait to play it. Alright, lads and ladders, let's finish off with some Gran Turismo 7. Now, I'm not the biggest Gran Turismo fan, but I am well aware of the spectacle that it is and how much it sells. It's PlayStation's Forza, of course, and it's been around since longer than Forza, but at the same time, we haven't had a Gran Turismo in a little while, right? Well, Gran Turismo 7 literally might be just around the corner, as in a PlayStation ad, as you know, noted by GT Planet. They basically said it's launching early next year, right? Well, we already got confirmation that Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is exclusive to the PS5 and it will not be on the PS4. It will be also launching next year. So if you give us February, March, and maybe even around the same time, because there is two very different demographics for these games. If you launch them around the same time, that won't actually be a bad 2021 for PS5. That's actually a pretty great way to start off. You got a lot of people hankering for a new Gran Turismo game, and then you got people like me who love the mascot games, who love Ratchet & Clank, who's played basically every game in the franchise except that little one, that tower defense one that was on the PlayStation Vita. But I played them all, loved them all, and especially Ratchet Deadlock was a really great game. But I can't wait to play a Rift Apart. And honestly, with them saying that they're going to release Gran Turismo in the first half of next year, why not release Ratchet & Clank around the same time? Both these games look magnificent, and honestly, I would at least like to play Gran Turismo, just a sample, because I can only imagine how that feels with that DualSense controller. Yes, we're going to continue to talk about the DualSense controller here, because that controller is amazing. I felt it, I've held it in my hands, but I haven't actually felt it in action. So on November 12th is really when things start to get real, and I can't wait to get my hands on a PS5. I might not be able to get mine on November 12th, but hopefully sometime soon than that. And of course, there will be an official unboxing on the channel, and I can't wait until November 12th. Alright, lads and ladders, like Reynolds, that's a wrap for today. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Go ahead and hit this like video, hit the like button if you haven't already. If not, hit the dislike, it's all good. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe and turn on all notifications so you know when your boy is posting. So please don't forget to share. And everybody, y'all need to go out and vote. It is important. Today is election day. Go out and vote and make a difference. Black Lives Matter. You already know what it is. This video is finito.